Hey guys, Desmond Subtile here, and in this video, we're going to be doing something a bit interesting. That's right, you see these mons on your screen. I have joined a league called Biohazard, which is a Pokemon Uranium League. And so, you guys are going to need you guys are going to need to see what the new mons that are in the game do, so you guys understand the matchup in week 1 properly. So that's what we're going to come out here to do pretty much. And this is sort of a draft analysis. I don't really know. I'm not going to post draft analysis. But just looking at Mega Kirikorn, I call this mon this because it's my princess. This is my favorite mon from Pokemon Uranium. I do not care. I love Mega Kirikorn, and this thing's very good. It gets Play Rough and EQ, which are two amazing moves for Mega Kirikorn, because Play Rough is good fairy stab, and then Earthquake beats the steals that Kirikorn can't beat with fairy. It also gets Fire Blast and Moon Blast, so could also go special. But Kirikorn also, since this is Legacy, no Pursuit. No, wait, I think it's no Hidden Power, but Pursuit is legal, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's how it is, but anyway, that means this might get return. If there was no return, it also gets Head Charge. So that's also a very, very solid move for Kirikorn. Because it's better than Double Edge, because 33%, 1/4 recoil. So I really like Mega Kirikorn. It's a really good mon. It gets Sword Stance too. It also gets U-turn to pivot if it wants. It gets knock too. Like, this one is really good. And speaking of its stats, 123 attack, 127 special attack, and 128 speed. So this one is very fast, very good, and can actually take some hits with its 72, 75 bulk, and also has magic bounce. So good luck. Yeah, this mon is really good. So I decided to pair this mon with a steel, and I saw this and I was like, give me S51A. You see those stats, you see its ability, and this thing gets coverage out of the moon. Gets Recover, Teleport. This has the Gen we are in the Gen 8 division, so Teleport is a thing. U-turn, like Flash Cannon, Psychic, like this thing gets Calm Mind. This thing can honestly, and this thing gets Rapid Spin. So it can be a defensive pivot. It can be a bulky attack, bulky offensive sweeper. This one is really good. And if this thing got Stealth Rocks, it would be so good. Also gets Roost, which is also pretty cool. But yeah, legit, like, this one is really good. Kirkman Teleport and Trick Room if it wants to. Trick Room Teleport. But yeah, this one is really good, and these stats are broken on it, and can hold an item. So I really like this mon. Lando, y'all know about. U-turn, EQ, that's all you need. Now this mon, Glavenug. Glavenug. So this thing was 4 point, and I feel like that was a crime, because it has 95, 80, and 115 bulk. Water Ice, yes, it's not that good defensively, but it gets this new move called Coral Break, which hits the Fizz-Def, not the Spadef, which it's basically a water type Psyshock. It gets Ice Beam, of course. It gets Recover, and like it doesn't get any pivot, but it gets stuff like Taunt. Like, it gets good utility. Can't pivot, but like, this thing should not be 4 points, if anything. And this thing gets Natural Cure. And it does get Heal Bell. If you need to run Heal Bell, you got it covered. And Recover, you got it covered. So yeah, this mon can just sit there against the opponent. Oh, and it also has another ability, Snow Warning. So yeah, that's also, we could try that out. Next, new mon, Emperilla. You know what Hydra does. Emperilla, close combat, drain. This thing is Drain Punch. Like, this thing is just a better primate, and this ability, whenever it gets hit by a physical move, so like a U-turn or like a move, yeah, like a U-turn, its attack goes up at one stage. So like, this is a good Scarf. It could be a good Band, Life Orb, whatever. 95 speed and 115 attack. Like, this thing is a monster. Y'all know what this mon does. Y'all know what this does. Tofurong. This mon is interesting. It's pretty much a Garbodor, but better. Like, it gets knockoff, U-turn. It gets knockoff, U-turn, Roost. And it gets like Poison Jab, it gets Pain Split if you want, Toxic Spikes, Will-O-Wisp, and kind of like Helmet with like a Fizz Dab defensive thing. Oh, and yeah, this is pretty much Tofurong. It's like a defensive, like, can run like defensive, offensive, I guess. Nah, this thing's more better at being a defensive pivot, pretty much. Leftovers is a really good item, or Helmet, depending on what you want. And the only other new mon you guys really need to know is Nucleon. I just passed it up. Nucleon. So this ability is banned. This ability is legal. So we have this ability, Gamma Ray. So what is Nuclear, you ask? Well, Nuclear is super effective on every single type besides Steel and Nuclear. So for example, on Lycanroc, for example, Nuclear is super effective times 2. But on Chandelure, it's super effective times 4, for example, because it's Ghost and Fire. So that's why 40 base power. This is the best Nuclear move we get. And we also got Half-Life, so that could also come in handy if we need it. But yeah, things are really good. It gets Wish. And yeah, this thing's really good, and we will be back with the matchup. And we are back with the matchup for week 1 against Pikakip and the Duat. So looking at this matchup, we have Mega Kirikorn, S51A, Lando T, Galafenug, Emperilla, Hydreigon, Chandelure, Lycanroc Dusk, Tofurong, Nucleon, and Arctozolt. And my opponent has Cobblefly, Megalop, Corviknight, Registeel, Mew, Tubareel, Nidoking, Mimikyu, Tentacruel, Duwat, and Corsola Galarian. So I'm just looking at this matchup. I saw the Megalop is going to be a problem for my team because it outspeeds my entire team, and so by that I have to think of some Scarfers I have to run this game. Looking at this, I just know that Tofurong, as you see here, is going to be a really good, really important piece this game, because I'm just going to go into details with all my team now. So I'm just going to say what the two new mons do. Cobblefly is basically a Sticky Webber with Magic Bounce, and can run Eviolite, pretty much bulky shenanigans, and like Roost, I guess. And Tubareel can knock off, it's a Water Dark, knock off, really good Fizz Def, and 105 HP, and 140 Fizz Def, so that's going to be hard to break if there aren't any physical attackers. But yeah, that's just pretty much the matchup. And so, looking at our first mon, we have Sam the Tofurong, the Rocky Helmet with Intimidate with Roost, Knockoff, U-turn, Poison Jab, This is the Mega Lob check. Mega Lob just takes helmet chip. We just roost, U-turn, we U-turn and knock off the Corviknight item, knock off on anything is really nice. Poison Jab is really good for just doing good damage, and it doesn't really get any other moves that will help in this matchup that can do damage. So yeah, I really like Tofurong this matchup, and so so we have our Mega Lob check. Next mon we are bringing is Princess, our Kirikorn Mega, I Fire Blast, Moon Blast, Calm Mind, Thunderbolt. So I want to say I spent about I think I spent about 20 to 30 minutes on this set because I didn't know what set to run here because Kirikorn looked bad because some Mega Lob outspeeds. There's a Corviknight that walls it if it's just physical. There's a Registeel. There's a Nidoking and a Tentacruel. Because Tentacruel can wall Kirikorn pretty well if it's special. So we have the after Calm Mind we kinda just do a lot to my opponent. Like Fire Blast kills Corv, Thunderbolt's there for Corv and Tentacruel, and Fire Blast is there specifically for that Registeel. And yeah, that's honest only because nothing else resists Fairy, and Fairy spam honestly goes Burr versus this team. So yeah, the only thing I cannot 2KO successfully is Nidoking. So that's something. Like, not bulky Nidoking, like just standard defensive, just standard offensive Nidoking. It cannot 2KO with Fire Blast at, well, it can't Oko Fire Blast, but it can 2-shot, so that's nice. Next mon we are bringing this matchup is Monk, the Emperilla, Choice Scarf with Infuriate, CC Gungshot, EQ, U-turn. We had CC there because their CC resists are Mew, Nidoking, Mimikyu, Tentacruel, and Glam Corsola. EQ hits Nidoking and Tentacruel. Gungshot was there for the Mimikyu, I believe, or no, I think it was actually there for the Cubblefly because that thing's honestly, pretty like, it can take on Emperor if I don't have that. So yeah, we have it for that. Yeah, like Scarf just to guarantee outspeed that Mega Lob, and I am Scarf for a Scarf Nidoking. I'm enough speed for a Scarf Nidoking. Next mon here, our S51A, Leftovers, Levitate with Teleport, Recover, Rapid Spin, Psychic. This is our Nidoking check. Yes, this is our Spadef, Max Spadef. It can't Earth Power me because I have Levitate. It's the best way to hit me is either Fire Blast or Shadow Ball. That's it. So S51A can just recover on it and like Psychic and do good damage, I guess, on this thing. And Rapid Spin's there because in case the Cubblefly has webs, I just do now deal with webs. Next mon, Ashley, our Glavenug. So now, this mon is interesting. So, we have some speed in this guy for like a Corviknight. We have max HP, 92 Physef, and 144 Spadef. Just looking at the matchup, like, outside of Mimikyu and Mega Lob, Spadef Glavenug looks really good here. So, and like, I'm bringing Spadef Glavenug for that, because it just does really good here. And then the last mon is our Lando T, U-turn, EQ, knockoff, Defog. I forgot I had Rapid Spin on S51A, but I put Defog there last minute. It was going to be Rocks, but I put Defog there because I forgot S51A got Rapid Spin. So I should have maybe looked at that more. But yeah, Lando looks very good here defensively. Like, in enough speed for a Nidoking. It just does well looking at it. And so now, let's go to the battle. And so we are here at the replay, and as you see what we brought the Tofrong, Kirikorn, Emperilla, S51A, Glavenug, and Lando T, as you saw in the team builder. And my opponent has the Megalop, the Corviknight, the Tubareel, the Cobblefly, the Mimikyu, and the Neoking. So one thing I want to mention, I was really afraid of Mimikyu because they could like shut down most of my win cons. Like Kirikorn, I need Mimikyu's Disguise to be broken before I can sell for game, pretty much. So let's just jump into it. So they lead Corviknight as I lead my Emperilla because I'm like I could see them leading Cobblefly or Neoking. And I was like, or just lead Lop Fake Out. So I was like, let me just lead Emperilla. Cause like if they lead Lop, I can just CC till they die, and yeah, so I just CC this thing and I do 36. So I'm like, alrighty, this is FizzDev. Cause I'm just like, if you look at this calc, like 33 to 39, that did 36. So like it could be in that damage range. It could also be max FizzDef. Yeah, it could totally be max FizzDef Corvi for the Emperilla, which would honestly make sense. So at this point, as they U-turn and crit me, which is unfortunate, but I get my Infuriate as they go Mimikyu, and I'm like, okay, I'm going Lando. If this thing gets up, if this thing can honestly sweep my team, I do not want to sweep my team. I just want Lando to break his disguise and do good ship, and then it can never Shadow Sneak sweep me. So I just want to break its disguise and stuff. And thank God I actually knocked with that Life Orb. I did not know disguise worked like this with knockoff, because that Life Orb hit would have killed Lando. So +3, if it was Life Orb, it would have like +3. It would have killed Lando. So thank gosh I knocked off there, and then went through, and EQ does good enough damage. I'm like, alrighty, I can let Lando go down. Lando wasn't really that useful here. Like, yes, it also Neoking, but like I realized I had wraps around this guy, and this Mon walled Lando indefinitely, like always. So we go into our Kirikorn, we Mega Evolve, and we click Thunderbolt. I just click Thunderbolt because I didn't expect them to go into Neoking here, because I could be physical with EQ and then they'll just get murdered. So I just went for Thunderbolt because it killed Mimikyu. Like I didn't need to go for Moonblast. So and then at that point I click Moonblast and Mimikyu dies and Kirikorn gets its first kill. Then we go into Ashley or Glavenug and we eat a Sludge Wave, and sooner or later you guys will see that Neoking is Scarf. I did not know this prior, but yeah, it will be Scarf later on. So yeah, I'm just sleeping as they U-turn. I'm like, alrighty, I have to switch versus this guy. I just go into Tofrong, my Megalop check, and as you see, Rocky Helmet Chip, and then the Mega Evolves, and then U-turn, more Helmet Chip, into Tubareel, as I click Knock there. Because I didn't really need to click anything else besides Knock, so it's just, and Knock was free. Knock was honestly free. Because Knock was free because I just roosted off. And I was mainly expecting a Corviknight coming, because if I get that, I just knock it twice and it's gone. That's very nice. Here, this turn, I did not know that my Scarf got knocked off. So, and you will see later in the match that I am unaware of that. So I go Kirikorn here. I go for Fire Blast, and it lives on 1 and goes for U-turn, which is unfortunate. And now I'm like, okay, I'm going to my chat, one of my chucks, Glavanug, Sludge Wave, it just eats. And then I just recover up, because I just want longevity. I miss a Toxic, which is unfortunate. My lefties are gone. And then I click Toxic, and then I land my Toxic. Break doesn't do that much damage. I just recover. And I just, like, Toxic stall this, because I can. Like, I just surf, and then they go Corv, and I recover, and here I go for Taunt, just so I can't roost up, which you cannot roost up, and then I go for Surf here, getting the kill on the Cubblefly. So that's 1 kill for Ashley. Then we go hard 2 for wrong, because again the Mega Lob check. I think I click U-turn here. No, I click knock here. And then I think I roost. Oh yeah, this is a big turn, because they died to the helmet. Because they died to helmet, which means that they are in range of my, which means they died to helmet, which means I do not lose my helmet. So, that's really, really bad for them, because Tophrong Hana just sits here. I think I go for a knock here. Yeah, I do. I knock off their leftovers as they roost up, which is unfortunate. I really wanted to keep that thing low. Here's where I U-turn into Emperilla, and then here is where the turn comes in. I'm like, oh wait, my Scarf is gone. And they are Scarf Neo King, as you see there. Then I just go Ashley. I just surf. Just 32. I taunt, so I can't roost. As a Brave Bird. And then I just surf. Kill Corvi. Corvi's gone. You bring in the Lop. Then they go hard Needle King. As I go hard Tophrong. As I just go back in Glavanug. And they eat. And Glavanug honestly just eats whatever my opponent throws at me at this point. I just recover up until I'm at a good percentage. I think here I click Surf. Yeah, I click Surf here, because I can live one. I recover up, I think. Yeah, I do. And then I'm like, okay, let me just go for a final Surf. And then I'm like, okay, the game's over. Tophrong comes in and wins the game, because they can't ever beat Tophrong. Yeah, they can't ever beat Tophrong, and then that is GG. Kirikorn got 1 kill on the Mimikyu. Glavanug got 3 on the Cubblefly, the Corviknight, and the Needle King, and Tophrong got 2, being the helmet on the Tuberio and Megalob 2 helmet as well. So yeah, GG to my opponent. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of content. I might honestly mix in one of the leaks I'm going to be uploading. But yeah, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, my Subtitle Squad, and to everyone else that's watching, thank you.